In July 2005, after deadly terror attacks in London, a coalition of Brotherhood-aligned Muslim American groups saw an ideal opportunity to hone their positive public image. They would issue a carefully worded fatwa, a religious decree against terrorism.
Islam strictly condemns religious extremism and the use of violence against innocent lives. There is no justification in Islam for extremism or terrorism.
Having our religious scholars side by side with our community leaders leaves no room for anybody to suggest that Islam and Muslims condone nor support any forms or acts of terrorism.
Yet elsewhere, these and other signers of the fatwa have called out for acts of violence or terrorism, albeit sometimes in veiled language.
الآن آن لأمريكا أن ترد الدين إلى أرض الإسلام، إلى أرض الشرق، إلى القدس، إلى القدس بالبذل بعهد مع الله على الجهاد، على الاستشهاد، أن نغير من أنماط حياتنا.
Because if you remain on the side of injustice, the wrath of God will come. Please, all Americans, you remember that Allah is watching everyone. God is watching everyone. If you continue doing injustice and tolerate injustice, the wrath of God will come.
We are here today to tell our brothers and sisters in Palestine that you have learned the way, that you have known that the jihad way is the way to liberate your land.
Jihad is very much like sexism and racism. You can smell it. No matter what the language, sly language being used, this is something that you know when you see it.
This is how the language is contorted. This is how the language is manipulated. This is how the agenda is hidden in the language.
The goal is peace, in one word, peace.
Islam is peace. Yeah, Islam is peace. But peace is not necessarily freedom. Peace just means the absence of opposition.
To prevail everywhere and justice.
Who would ever have a problem with justice? Jihad is just to establish justice. So you hear the word justice, you think fighting for someone's rights or trying to make sure that no one is mistreated or abused or whatever. That's not how Muslim fundamentalists define justice. Okay? Justice can only come from Allah, from God. We will never have justice until we have an Islamic state, because whoever doesn't rule what Allah has revealed is an oppressor.
The goal is equality. The goal is respect of human rights. The goal is to live Muslims and non-Muslims together in one society.
أيها الإخوة الكرام، إن القضية الفلسطينية ليست صراعا على حدود ولا أرض فحسب، بل هي صراع حضاري، منهج شيطاني يتزعمه يهود ومن يوالونهم، ومنهج رباني تحمله حماس والحركة الإسلامية جميعا والشعوب الإسلامية من ورائها.
These type of radical Muslims, they know their agenda is so sensitive. I mean, if anyone ever caught wind of what they're doing, you know, they'd be finished. So they have to hide it. They have to mask it. They hide it in plain sight. That's what they do. They hide it in plain sight.
مرة من المرات ان شاء الله يعني يسمح لينا ويعني يكون عندنا مساحة ان احنا